What's up, people? pizowell here, and this is the Revoltech Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees figure. Now, during one of my prior Collector's Corner videos featuring a Jason Voorhees figure, I had at least a couple of people in the comments section ask if I'd ever seen the Revoltech Jason Voorhees figure. I'd never heard of it, I'd never seen it, so I jumped online and I did a little research, and what I saw convinced me to go ahead and pick up this figure and feature it in this Collector's Corner video. Now, Revoltech is a Japanese company, and this is clearly a figure based on Friday the 13th Part 3's Jason. Now, when I close my eyes and I think of Jason Voorhees, I see Part 3 Jason and Part 7 Jason. So the Part 3 look is definitely one of the definitive Jason Voorhees kind of looks. So, and it's got a ton of accessories. This figure is loaded with accessories. So let's take a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the box. There you see Mr. Voorhees there. It says Sci-Fi Revoltech. I don't know, maybe in Japan, Jason is considered a science fiction character. I'm not sure, but it is Sci-Fi Revoltech Series number 14, Jason Voorhees, sculpted by Takeya Takayuki. Nice. Produced and manufactured by Kairodo. Yeah. So there is Mr. Voorhees. There is the top of the box, the side of the box, and there you see Mr. Voorhees again, NR67. The other side of the box. That is all in Japanese. And there's some information on how to work the figure. I'll just have to wing it, I guess. But here's the bottom of the figure, or bottom of the packaging, I'm sorry. And there's some more directions here on how to take the figure apart, looks like. Don't plan on doing any of that, though. But there's all the credits and what have you also in Japanese. Here is the back of the box, and as you can see, it's pretty loaded with accessories. So there is the back of the box, and without further ado, let's open it up and check out the figure. And there we go. Oh. Yeah, a lot of stuff, and it's not fitted very well inside the tray, but tons of stuff, lots and lots of accessories come with this figure. Just check that out. Very cool. So first, let's start with the figure itself. Let's check out Jason here. Here he is, very much the Part 3 Jason look. He's got his hockey mask on there. He's got his work shirt and his pants. His boots. He's very clean looking figure. Not a lot of blood, not a lot of wear on him. Highly, highly posable. There's his elbows, lots of posability in his elbows. You can see like the ball joint there for his elbow. Yeah, it gives him a lot of flexibility. Wrist, very flexible. Shoulder. Yeah, the shoulders. Yeah, a lot of movement on this figure. A lot of movement at the hip, at the knee. I'm used to these figures, particularly the NECA figures, when you take them out of their packaging for the first time, being very, very stiff. This guy is not stiff at all. Now, he's not the biggest figure in the world. He's probably about, I don't know, 6 inches in length, something about like that. Maybe 5 inches in length. So definitely not the biggest figure in the world. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. Head looks nice. Got all those wrinkles back there. Looks very cool. He's very, very poseable. A lot of movement in this figure. You can even pose the arms sort of upwards like that. Oh, and his arm just fell off. All right, no biggie. The arm just, it just popped right back in very easily. So, yeah, a lot of articulation with this figure. I'm really impressed with the articulation. Here is Jason's other head. And as you can see, it is very bloody. It's sporting the axe wound there in the head. And really nice blood work. I love this blood here. It's very shiny. Very nice coloration to it as well. And just check out Jason there. Check out his eyes, his teeth. Really nice sculpt on this head too. Check that out, all the wrinkles in the neck, in the back of the head. You know, very nice head sculpt. And again, I love that blood. Love that blood. Check out the wound, the big gash there. Ooh, that's deep. Nasty. Here is the other mask, and as you can see, this one has the axe mark in it, and you've got some blood around the axe mark. Very nice. Let's try it on the bloody Jason head. It's a bit of a tight fit, but there it is. It's on there. Nevertheless, I love this head here. I love the blood. I love the sculpt. Just beautiful. Beautiful stuff. So let's see how difficult it is to get this head off of the figure. And not difficult at all. You can see there's a little peg that the head goes. Whoops. There's a little peg that the head goes on. And you just fit it onto, you fit the head on the peg. Yeah, it's on there pretty good. All right, there's no sort of tactile, click or anything when you get the head on there. It just kind of goes on. But it feels like it's on there pretty well. Check this out. This is a bloody head. And again, I love the blood work on this head. I mean, this head is just covered in blood. Let's check out the wound there. My camera will focus. Very, very nice and nasty. Check that out. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. And as you can see, the head is being held by a very bloody hand. Wow. Just how freaking cool is that? So let's see how difficult it is to get this hand off. Okay, not difficult at all. See how difficult it is to get this hand with the head in it on. Not difficult at all, just clicks right in there. And there you have Jason. You have bloody face Jason carrying a bloody-faced severed head. How friggin' cool is that? Here is the stand for the figure. This is 3 individual pieces, the bottom, this part, and the top here with the noose on it. Jeez. All right, so take 2. This is the stand for the figure. This is 3 individual pieces. You have the bottom, you have this piece, and you've got this piece with the noose. They all fit together, and here at the bottom there are these little pegs to stand Jason in. And this is clearly inside the barn because you've got like you've got a saddle here, you've got a horseshoe here, and you've got a broken bottle there. Yeah, and Jason has these little holes on the bottoms of his boots, and you fit the holes on the boots on top of the pegs on the stand, and there you go. Got Jason's little hangout inside the barn. This is a very nice piece overall. Lots of detail on the ground. Lots of detail on the boards back here, on the saddle, the noose, of course. Yeah, this is just a very nice piece to have with the figure. A nice little stand for the figure. Very cool. So let's check out the weapons. And there are plenty of weapons that come with this figure. First, we have got the pitchfork. It's a pretty nasty, rusty-looking pitchfork. As you can see there, one of the tongs is bent. But again, lots of nice little detail on this pitchfork. Again, the rust, the fact that one of the tongs is bent, the wooden handle is very woodsy. Very nice. Here we have got like some kind of trowel kind of thing. I don't think Jason actually used this kind of implement in Friday the 13th Part 3. But hey, pretty nice to have. Just, we're throwing in everything in the kitchen sink here with this figure. But this guy's also really cool. It looks old. It looks kind of rusty. The wooden handle looks very woodeny. Here we have got a hacksaw. It's a hacksaw, but again, lots of detail in it. Love the teeth here. They look kind of, as you can see, they look a little worn. They look a little old. The blade itself looks a little worn and old. The handle looks a little worn and old. Yeah. Here we've got a pickaxe, and the pickaxe, like the other weapons, looks very old, very worn, and very cool. Here we have got a bloody machete. Nice blood work on the machete. Again, the machete looks really cool, I think. The handle looks good. It's not a really flimsy kind of weapon either, which is good. So if you have to kind of, if it's a little tight going into Jason's hand, the blade won't break off as some weapons do if they're very thin, very flimsy. They do have the tendency to break at the handle if you force it into a figure's hand that's very tight. As a matter of fact, let's check on the tightness here of Jason's hand. So there we go. Wasn't too bad. The hand was a little tight. It took a little torque to get the machete in there, but there's bloody-headed Jason with his bloody machete carrying the bloody severed head. Yeah. And we get two axes. One is bloody and the other is not bloody. But the axes also, they look very cool. They look old, they look worn, and they look very nice. We get an extra hand, and the hand is very veiny. So it's got some nice detail in it. And got some lines on the palm if you ever wanted to do a palm reading for Jason. Now's your time. And we get this orange coin that's good for 10 Revoltech points. And I guess I'm supposed to put that inside of this thing. I don't know. There's the back of the coin. Revoltech since 2006. And there is my Revoltech 10 points coin inside of the container to preserve it. So here is Mr. Voorhees with his bloody face, holding his bloody axe and carrying the bloody severed head. Overall, this is a really cool, interesting, and unique figure with a ton of accessories. The head sculpt on this guy is really cool. The weapons that come with it are really cool. The stand that comes with it is really cool. The only flaw that I see with this figure really is the fact that the arms, at least on mine, they're kind of in there really loose, and they come out of their sockets really easily. And especially this hand here. This hand is very, look at that tiny little peg on the hand, and it goes in that tiny little hole. So it's not on there very sturdy. And when you start to mess around with the weapons, trying to get the weapons in and out of the hand, it comes off the wrist a lot. and very easily. Still, I'm pretty impressed with the Revoltech Jason Voorhees figure. He will make a very nice new addition to my collection. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll have some up-close footage and photographs of this guy for you to check out. And yeah, so if you've purchased this figure, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. If you own any other Revoltech figures, please let me know your thoughts on those figures down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace.
Proud, Jason.
Excuse me, would you care to dance?
To this?
Yes, this is good.
Just 'cause you play it cool, don't think you got me fooled tonight. Alright. Don't ask me to stay. Don't think you got it made, no, no. You're wrong. 'Cause you can't fake it anymore. I know what you're waiting for.
Big thank you to all my awesome Patreon supporters. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for monthly live streams and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Patreon.com/pizowell or follow the link in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.